The day one phase refers to the set of tasks that need to be performed in order to deploy and operate an application. A workload may need to support inbound connections. Rafay supports multiple types of ingress, that is TCP, UDP, it's a layer 7 application proxy, and a TLS proxy. This ensures support for any type of application. With the application proxy ingress type, the customer can offload a number of intensive tasks such as TLS termination, authentication, and API routing to the Rafay platform, allowing them to focus on their application logic. A workload can comprise one or more containers. The Rafay platform will ensure that workloads are always placed on managed clusters that meet the configured policy. Rafay can be embedded directly into the build pipeline, and newly created container images can be programmatically pushed to Rafay's container registry. Once the container image, name, and tag are selected, required ports and protocols for the container need to be specified. Specify the sizing for the container, that is CPU, memory, and storage resources that need to be made available to it. Some containers in a workload need to support a high load right from the start. For example, a container that is interacting with end users. These can be configured to operate with a higher baseline number of container replicas. When required, containers can also be configured to use GPUs. These containers will be automatically placed on cluster nodes where GPUs are available. Containers can be configured to automatically scale to handle incremental load. Auto scaling will be triggered when configured thresholds are breached for a combination of built-in and custom metrics. The Rafay platform can also be configured to automatically aggregate container logs and metrics to configured endpoints. If required, containers can be configured to use local storage as well. These are automatically created and made available to containers as they become operational on the cluster. Storage volumes can also be configured to persist across container restarts. For example, when you have a database container, this might be important. The Rafay platform also provides a secure startup configuration pipeline. This helps ensure that sensitive configuration data such as environment variables, files, certificates, and private keys are made available to containers only as they start up. Customized readiness checks can be performed on a container after it starts to ensure it's operationally ready. The Rafay platform ensures that traffic is sent to the container only after it passes the configured health check. By default, workloads managed by Rafay will be upgraded using a rolling upgrade strategy within a cluster and a canary-based strategy across clusters. Customers can optionally specify a canary cluster as well. Rafay abstracts and eliminates the complexity associated with the decision on where to operate the workloads. To enable this, Rafay provides two types of placement policies. A specific locations policy helps customers configure the workload and have it placed on clusters at the specified locations. With the performance policies, customers just have to specify a service level objective or SLO for the application, and the Rafay platform will automatically place the workload across multiple clusters. Once the placement policy is specified, the workload can be published. Rafay automatically validates the workload configuration and sends instructions to the target clusters to retrieve the container images, configuration, and secrets. Once the workload becomes operational in a cluster at a location, Rafay automatically updates the DNS settings. This ensures that users in the region are automatically steered to the newly operational cluster. Developers may sometimes require real-time interactive access to containers for debugging and diagnostic purposes. Rafay provides a built-in secure debug pipeline that developers can leverage to review logs as they are generated and also interact with the containers with a secure shell. All the tasks that can be performed via the web-based console can also be performed programmatically via the Rafay CLI and REST APIs. This ensures that the Rafay platform can be tightly embedded and integrated with the customer's CI/CD pipeline. The Rafay platform also provides customers with a dashboard for their workloads. The dashboard provides application owners with key performance indicators for their workloads.